How's everybody doing? Happy July 18th. It is our Thursday team call. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just going to take a quick second to mute everybody, and then we're going to get started so that there's no distraction. I am super duper excited for this team call because there's a lot going on, and I have a lot to talk about, but I'm going to try to keep it brief because I know your time is valuable, and I don't like to waste it with a lot of things. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the MVP. April's in the house, and April is killing it, and she deserves the MVP for doing all of the things, but mainly for not giving up. I know that sometimes when you start this business, self-doubt creeps in, insecurities creep in, you get outside forces trying to spread negativity your way, and it's very easy to throw in the towel. It's very easy to say, this is too much, it's more than I bargained for, I'm out. Okay, but April persevered through all of those things. In addition to being a nighttime nurse, her work hours are the opposite of everyone else's. She's got diabetes, so she's constantly dealing with health issues, and none of that has stopped her from getting pink status and building a team and having great ideas and contributing to the Glam Squad on a very high level. And I'm very proud of her. I'm so excited to name her the weekly MVP. So let's all clap for April.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And she's going to convention. So on that note, we have 15 ladies from the Glam Squad going to convention. I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you, but that means for almost an entire week, a lot of us are going to be gone. And so I'm giving an opportunity for those of you that are kind of sitting on the sidelines, not going to convention, to step up. I am looking for one person every day to go live in the Glam Squad, giving some sort of tip or trick about how to run your business. And so if you're not going to convention, but you're feeling like you're working your business really hard and you want to be a leader, this is one of the ways that you can start to step into your power. One of the ways you could test the waters and dip a toe in it, because you can come to the Glam Squad where everybody's all lovey-dovey and they're not going to be real nice to you, and you could give a tip or a trick to help support those around you. In my experience, the more you put out, the more you get back, right? So you can't sit back by yourself like, oh, I just want more, but then you're not giving more. So you reap what you sow. So if you want more in this business, think about giving more. And when I think about giving more, it's in the terms of how many people can I help? How many people can I help? And that's why I started my podcast. That's why I have my Monday mantra. That's why I have my Foodie Friday. How many people can I help? And so I'm giving this opportunity to any girls that are not going to convention to step up in the Glam Squad and do a training. I'm looking for one every day while we're all gone and stuck in these other trainings. So if anybody wants to volunteer, and if nobody volunteers, there's going to be people that are getting messages, and the only answer is yes. So you're either going to volunteer or you're going to get voluntold.
You don't tell Marie no.
You don't tell me no, baby. I don't know what that word is. Actually, I do know that word. I've heard it many times. It just doesn't faze me anymore.
I've tried to tell you no, and it doesn't work.
I know, and now you're thanking me for it. Okay, so I want to take a moment to shout out the 14 new ladies that have joined the Glam Squad this month. I know none of them are on here, but hopefully you guys as leaders share this with them. I am so proud of all of the 14 ladies that had the courage to take this leap, even if it's only for the discount. Even if you're just doing it to save some money on your own purchases, that still takes courage. It still takes, a step forward. And so I'm proud of each and every one of you for doing it, no matter what you want to get out of this business. So we have a couple of things that I wanted to talk about for the newbies. The first one is we have something, it's a team chat. I only recommend you be in the team chat if you want to work your business. If you're just doing it for the discount, it might end up being a little bit overwhelming. So leaders, don't add your new girls to the team chat until you have talked to them about their goals. Anyone that actually has goals about making money with this business belongs in the chat. But if they're just doing it for the discount, don't burden them with that chat, because I love my chat, but it can be a bit much for somebody that's just doing this business for a discount. So respect their goals and don't put them in places that they don't belong. But if you are a newbie and you're thinking, yeah, I could use $100 extra a month or $200 extra a month, and I could use the sisterhood and people to bounce ideas off of, then the chat will be perfect for you, because that's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of leaders, people that have been doing it for a little while, that have a lot of great answers. So it's awesome to be in that, and you almost always get instant answers. In the team page, sometimes you might have to wait an hour for people to see it, but in the chat, you get quicker results. For my newbies also, and my leaders, just a reminder about the booster bundles. There is a post in the Glam Squad that explains everything about the booster bundles. So for your new girls, you'll just want to tag them in that post. And if you're new, booze, you get this beautiful package deal that is just as good as the presenter kit, and it's only available to you in your first 30 days. So if you are looking to get foundation, or if you're looking to get the skincare, the booster bundles are where it's at. So go back to your leader and ask them about the booster bundles, because they'll be able to give you all the details about it. They're really great deals. And then last but not least, for my newbies, because we have so many of you, Fast Start is where it's at. Fast Start is the way to launch your business strong. So you're going to get $50 in a shopping spree for every $1,000 you sell, and you're also going to get $50 in a shopping spree for every person that you bring into this business with you. All of your friends that you're like, hey BFF, let's do this together. Hey auntie, that's my favorite auntie and I'm your favorite niece, let's do this together. Everybody that you bring into this business, you're going to get $50 in shopping spree within your first 60 days. Now, if you can sell 1,000 and sign 2, then you'll also get an awesome prize bundle with over $200 in free makeup. Hello, free is my middle name. I say that all the time, and I might just change my birth certificate, because I love free things. And if I find out something's free, yeah, I'm going to work a little extra hard for it, because I like it, because it's free. Okay. So all of that is really exciting. The main thing that I want to stress to anybody that's new, and when I say new, I mean within your first 6 months, this is one of the only kind of businesses where you can earn while you learn. The thing that holds most new presenters up is the idea that you have to know it all before you can do anything. So don't let that thought process slow you down. You can earn in this business while you learn. Start with one product. Take one day and say, I'm going to learn about this product, and then start trying to sell it. Next day, another product. Then start to try to sell it. And then you'll start to sell products, and you're making money, and then you're growing your business as you're growing your mind, okay, and understanding how this business works. The worst thing that you could do is wait till you've got it all figured out, because listen, most of us are women with children, and we all know we were never ready to have children. Even up until the moment we were pushing, there was still probably a part of us that felt like, I'm not ready. Or was that just me? Because that's how I felt. Like, I'm going into labor. I'm like, we're not ready. We're not ready. I need this. I got to get this. I got to go do this. You are never going to be ready for big things. You are never going to be ready to manifest amazingness in your life. You have to trust and step out on faith that everything's going to catch you. The universe will have your back if you start making these steps forward. Don't wait until you know it all. It's called analysis paralysis, and we want to prevent that. Focus on learning one thing and then sell that thing. and then focus on one more thing, and then add that. And it's like Legos. You just stack block on block on block, and after 6 months, you've got this big wall of knowledge, right? But you didn't start there. You grew there, okay? So those are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Mainly, though, success loves speed. So when we're talking about fast start, it's so valuable because it helps you start running really quickly. And the law of momentum states an object in motion stays in motion. So the faster you can run, the faster things are going to move for you. Okay, so don't be your own objective force. Just start running. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I have notes. I'm trying to go through them quickly because I don't want to take up too much time. Here's the thing. Most of this business is unilateral, and it's the same for everybody. The products are the same. Your website is the same. When things get back ordered, it's back ordered for everybody. Like some people aren't getting it and other people aren't. It's back ordered for everybody. You know, we all have to make friends. We all have to go live. We all have to sell, sponsor, recruit, have parties. We all have to do these things, right? Those are all universal across the business. There is only one variable in this business. It's you. You are the variable to your business. You bring the creativity. You bring the inspiration. You bring the new ideas. You bring the work. You bring the momentum. You bring the effort, but you also bring the baggage, the feelings of self-doubt, the self-worth battles. You bring all of your shit and baggage that you've been carrying around your whole life. Sorry if there's kids in the room. I said the bad word. Forgive me. I'll put money in the jar. So the only variable in this business is you. Okay, so when you look at other people being successful, you can try to excuse away why somebody else is successful and you aren't. But the truth is, they're starting with the same system. Even black statuses go back to 0 at the beginning of the month because we all have to start on a level playing field, okay? So when you think about this business, you are the only variable. And the important thing for you is to be willing and courageous enough to look at the mirror and look in the mirror and say, what are my weaknesses? What is holding me back in this business? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be procrastination and self-worth issues. 9 times out of 10, because everything else can be learned. You could say, oh, I don't have good makeup skills. That literally takes one or two YouTube videos and you've got that fixed. Okay. Oh, I don't have good lighting. $10 investment on Amazon and you got good lighting. Like all of these other things are very easily fixed. The 2 things are procrastination and self-worth. Okay, these are the biggest demons we have to face in this business. But I will tell you, on the other side of that is a freedom like you've never known, where people can't say mean things to you and you're going to go cry in your bedroom anymore because now you know you deserve better. When people, like, I used to be such a pushover, and I would have friends like stand me up. Like, we would make these plans and I'd be at the restaurant waiting, and then she wouldn't show up, and I'm like, hello, where are you? Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Who stands people up? People who don't respect you, right? And so what happens in this business is you start to be able to draw lines of value in the sand, and you start to say, I deserve better out of my relationships. I deserve better out of the people I hang out with. I deserve better in all areas of my life once you start to realize your worth. And that is the hardest part, in my opinion, of this business, because the rest of the world has been telling you you're not good enough. The rest of the world has been putting you in a little box. Unique is probably the first place where you've been told that you have unlimited potential, and it's terrifying. Okay, so that's just one of the things I wanted to talk about really quick, about you being the variable and being willing to talk about how you're making excuses and how your insecurities are playing into effect, and what and what you do as a result to procrastinate. So I'll tell you, one of the images I saw about like depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and is like people that are always tired. They'll say, "Oh, I'm tired," and they'll go take a nap. But in reality, you're not tired, you're just uninspired. Because when you're inspired, have you ever felt that like lightning bolt charge of like a creative idea where you're like, oh my God, I just got the best idea. And suddenly you just want to like run 100 miles an hour in every direction you can in order to make things happen? That's what inspiration is. Inspiration is caffeine for your business. So if you're feeling tired or bored or frustrated or, just really like lackluster or stuck, it's likely because you don't have any inspiration. So what do? Surround yourself with sisters. Call somebody that's on this team. Like, go ahead and allow yourself to vent, but surround yourself with people that are going to challenge you to get out of that funk as fast as possible. Don't surround yourself with other negative Nellies, because they ain't going to help you. Okay, so make sure that you are surrounding yourself when you get into a funk, because it happens to us all. I get into a funk. I wake up some mornings and I'm like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And I have to like get my mind right. I do some personal development. I talk to a wise sister. I go and I read a book, or I sit down in front of my notes, or I remember that I have a team of 350 people that are depending on me to show up every day. I remember that there are people that have paychecks on the line and they need me to show up and show them how to work this business so that they can get financial freedom and support their families. Okay, that to me is inspiration. People being dependent on me is a number one reason why I wake up, because it lets me know that I'm valuable. Okay, so if you're feeling any of those things in your business, reach out, and you can reach out to me first, because I am happy to be there for you. All right, but just know it's going to be 80% love and a little bit 20% tough. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. So I was listening to Eric Worre's training, and I wanted to go over something else with you guys before we get off this call. There are 3 kinds of people in this business. The first kind is the poser. And they are the people that sign up for this business as a lottery ticket. They just think that the second they sign up, all of their friends and family are going to sign up, and then they're going to be black status within 6 months, and then their life is going to change, and just signing up and getting the kit is all it takes. Okay, that's a poser. That's somebody that is completely disconnected from how life really works, because anybody that's worked in the real world for longer than 2 days knows that you got to kind of work a little bit. Okay. The next kind of person is the amateur. And I was an amateur for at least 3 years in this business, where we're constantly looking for shortcuts. We know that the people above us are telling us things, but I don't want to do all of that, so I'm going to look for a shortcut. I'm going to look for an easy out. I'm going to do the things. I'm going to go live, but I don't want to message everybody, so I'm going to try to find a bot or some kind of like app that's going to message people for me. They're just always looking for a shortcut because they don't want to get down in the trenches. That's what an amateur does. And then the third version is the professional. The professional is somebody that has put in time in this business. They have invested in their craft. They've shown up to trainings. They've done everything. Eric Worre says it takes 10,000 hours to become a master at anything, whether it's pottery or cooking or yoga or unique. It's going to take you 10,000 hours to become a master. It's not overnight. It's not tomorrow. We live in a society of instant gratification. We have forgotten what it's like to thirst for things and work for things and really get down in our hands dirty, okay? 10,000 hours. If you started right now, Shaylee Ford told me one time, Shaylee Ford, Purple Status, that her goal was to have 1,000 parties, online parties. She didn't start at 1 and count up 1, 2, 3, 4. She started at 1,000 and counted her way back. And the reason why that's so valuable is because if you start with this 10,000 hours, instead of saying I've worked my hour one time, like working backwards, you see how close you're getting to your goal. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it's just a subtle thing, like the glass is half full versus the glass is half empty, that really shifts your mindset. But if you committed to giving 1,000 hours, if it meant that you were going to be a mascara millionaire, would you do it? I'd give 1,000 hours. I'd give 10,000 hours if it meant I didn't have to go to a real job and listen to some person in a cubicle across from me complain about their boring life, and like have to deal with managers that didn't respect me, and have to deal with office politics, and the fact that I only have a GED and I don't have a college degree, knowing that that limits my potential. Of course I'm going to go all in on something like this, where that has no factor. This business levels the playing field for each and every one of us, just like what I was talking about before. It doesn't matter how old you are, how pretty you are, how many degrees you have. It levels the playing field. All this business asks of you is commitment and work. Just do the simple steps. Book, sponsor, sell. Book, sponsor, sell. Okay? That's what this business asks for you. So if that's all you're focused on, after a month, after 2 months, if you're truly doing it, truly, and only you know, you will start to see results. Our team is seeing results because we've been focused on recruiting. Almost every post I put in the Glam Squad is about recruiting. Almost every post I put in the chat is about recruiting. Almost every post I put on my Facebook page is about recruiting. But the truth is, recruiting's hard for me too. I've probably sent, how many pages is this? I mean, I've sent all of these messages, and I've recruited 2 people this month. 2. It feels like not a lot, but what if one of those 2 is my next black status, my next elite? Is it worth it? Yes, right? So stop attaching to the result and start attaching to the work. Keep doing the work long enough and the results happen without you having to ask for it. When you see some rock star out there that looks like they had overnight success, 100% they did not have overnight success. 100% there were nights, hours, times of tears that you didn't see, where they were frustrated, where they were angry, where they wanted to throw in the towel, and they didn't. I have had challenge after challenge in this business. I would not be purple status if I would have quit the first time somebody told me no, or the 1,000th time somebody told me no, or the times that people said that they would order on a certain time, or they would get the kit at a certain time and didn't, or anytime somebody on my team told me I sucked as a leader, or anytime I had my own self-doubt. If I would have given in, or some troll on my Facebook page tells me I suck, like, or I'm conceited, like whatever, if I would have given up, I could have quit all of those times. But I didn't, and that's why I am where I am. Michelle is still in this business, working her little booty off, going back in it, coming back for more. That is what perseverance is, okay? Perseverance is not quitting. Perseverance is keeping on, even when other people are quitting. What are you made of? Are you a warrior? Are you a warrior? Think about it right now. I want you to feel like a warrior, because this business rewards warriors. People that can take a licking and keep on ticking. I know, that's so cheesy, right? That's so cheesy. I couldn't help it. Okay, that's it. That's all I had for the team call. Let's open it up for questions. The wine was starting to kick in. That's why I got all corny at the end. I hope that was valuable, you guys. I really do. I want you guys to know, July, let me just add this. July sucks. If you're feeling like your sales are down and your recruiting is down, it's across the board. It is 100% across the board. I'm working with 2 other purples right now, and neither one of them, just like me, are green right now because the month is terrible. So if 2 other purples plus me, 3 purple statuses aren't even green yet, that says something for everyone across the board. So don't feel like it's just you. It's not you. It's not the work. It's just that time, that weird time of the year. But what that also means is that we just need to do more. I need to send more messages. I need to make a greater impact, right? Okay. Now we'll open it up for questions. Wouldn't it suck right now if I forgot to hit record? That would have really sucked. Okay. Nobody has any questions. You guys are always so quiet. Come on, let's have a conversation. April, you never let me down.
All I was going to chime in with is I actually have been, I know I haven't been doing sales because somebody told me I should really focus on recruiting this month. So
I did tell you
I
that.
don't know who that was, but anyway.
Who was that weird person?
So I've got like probably 5 or 6 people that are just, they're, you know, I got to wait until I get paid. It's always an excuse. I had every excuse in the book, but whatever. I'm not letting them go. I'm really just like keeping in touch every day and, you know, where are we at? And I'm using the reminder in Messenger every day. Like, oh, we're going to catch up on Friday. Okay, we're catching reminder for Friday. We're going to catch up in a week, reminder for a week. So I have 2 people that tried to join today, and I don't know if it's my site. I don't know if it's across the board, but there was a problem. One was with the email, one was with the credit card. And I basically told them to, you know, contact customer service because in my opinion, if you're trying to join this company, you're going to get pushed ahead to customer service to like, okay, we got to fix this so that they can join because they want to work for us. They want to do this.
Yeah.
You know, and so the girls that I'm trying to sign up are feeling frustrated that they're having a problem signing up. And then when they called customer service couldn't even help them. And they were like, we're going to call you back, which I've never heard the customer service say they're going to call somebody back, which is strange.
No.
But
I've never had that happen in 5 years.
So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
you never know, right?
I feel like it's not reflecting back well on not only me, but as the company as a whole, that if they're having so many problems, like.
Well, you never know what their problems are because they could be self-inflicted problems or they could be 100% made up problems. But ultimately, if you're going to
the one I walked her through the whole process on Messenger. We did it a video chat. And I was the one doing all the work on the computer, and I was the one getting the hard time.
So, but it might be because she had tried it before, and then there was like a ghost account that they have to clear the cache or something like that on Unique side. But ultimately, what I would share with them is that it normally doesn't take this long, but the truth is we are an online-based business, and sometimes we have technical difficulties.
Well, that's what I said, you know, like whatever the problem is, I'm sure it's going to get resolved. It's not something I'm going to let go. You know, like if you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, then I will definitely call them myself and be like, you know, I'm having an issue. Somebody's
do a 3-way call.
Sign up, and you know, this just doesn't reflect well. And so I was having a little hard time with that myself personally. But
well, don't stress out about it. We all have technical difficulties. I know I've had people definitely struggle with that. It's not anything that you won't face again. The first time you face a problem in this business, it's going to hurt the most. And the more you face it, the easier it gets. So right now, having this problem feels like a lot, but the next time a customer says, I want to sign up, but it's not taking my email, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, this happened once before, and this is what we did, and it's going to go a lot smoother. The first time we struggle, it always hurts the most. So just lean into that and know that the struggle is part of the growth.
No, I know. I was feeling frustrated about it because like I almost didn't even get the team call tonight because I had another girl come to my house and like we had dinner and we talked about it and I showed her some of the products and she's wanting to at least kidnap for right now tonight, which I'm like internally I'm saying to myself, the moon better freaking get right. The moon better get
Oh
right
my God, the full
because
moon
if
and
she
Mercury
has a problem then
retrograde.
I'm going to think it's me, it's my site, it's my something, I'm going to internalize that and I will eat that alive. And I've had a shitty day to begin with, excuse my language. But
Well, I will
uh,
tell you guys, if you believe in universal connections, if you believe people get weird during a full moon,
I
Mercury,
usually don't. And
well,
that's why I'm like, ooh.
I do. And when Mercury is retrograding, it impacts two things. Right now, Mercury retrograding is impacting communication skills and technology. I have had so much technology. My phone literally just this week has started like turning off for no reason. Like I'm on it and it just shuts down for it's a brand new phone. Like why is it doing that? It shouldn't do that. Technology and communications are the two things that are impacted by Mercury when it's retrograding. So if you believe in universal connection, if you believe that we all kind of like are linked somehow, then that is the way to justify everything that's happening right now between the full moon and Mercury retrograding. Life is a shit show. Okay?
All right, well, I thought, like, I don't know. Today's just been battle around in communication. It's so funny that you said that because my son told me today he's not going to go to college. So I bawled all day long. I cried all day long. I questioned my ability to mother and my purpose and my everything today. And I still showed up for this girl coming,
Well,
and
I'm
I
glad
still did
because
what I
you are
needed
the
to do.
MVP. And
And
if you didn't show
that
up, well,
made
you were
my
the
whole day,
MVP.
Marie. You have no idea that post. I was already crying when you posted it. So I was just like a good reminder when you need it that you're doing the right thing. And
No
there are some things you
coincidences.
just can't control. And, you know,
I
so
know.
it's been a bad day all around. But I'm
Well, we all love you, and
still
we are
may
all here
possibly
for
have
you.
two recruits. And I sold $50 worth of makeup before she left. So,
Look
bam.
at you. Look at you. We are all in your corner. Hang in there. We all go through the ups
You
and
see
the
what
downs.
Mercury does to your face between night shift and a teenage boy.
Put
Whew.
some uplift on there and an ice pack. Get some sleep. That'll be good.
So
Hang in there, mama.
that's
The
all I
down
can do.
the highs are better than the lows. Just remember that. Right now you're in a low, but remember the highs are way better than the lows could ever be. So
And you know what? I'm not in a low. I am in the high right now. So pity party. I'm good at those. I'll be over it tomorrow.
all right.
Have a
Three
moment.
Three deep breaths. You're allowed to feel all the feelings, especially as a mama bear. All of that is normal.
I
I
think
mean,
it I
my
think it
son
was
got
more
fired
my dream
today.
than his. I
My
think
son.
it was more my dream than his and it's hard to accept that.
Demetrius
So
didn't want to do college either. I got him to do a semester, and when he was done with that, he was out ski. Transferred to Ithaca with no intentions of transferring. So I get it. It's hard.
show up to grow up.
Yeah.
Well, convention's right around the corner, and you're gonna be reinvigorated and ready to rock and roll.
I am scared to death.
I cannot wait to squish you.
I am scared to death.
We're gonna have so much fun. Don't be
No.
scared. It's gonna be the time of your life. All
I
right,
know it is.
Rachel, did you have a question? I saw you wave your hand.
Sorry.
You didn't have a question? Anybody else? Jen, Veronica, Amber, Michaela, anybody else have any questions?
Who's volunteering?
No question,
Veronica.
but I had a girl join too.
I was thinking, why don't we do like somebody different every day? Instead of just having one person, why don't we all take turns?
That's
That's what
exactly,
she said.
yeah, that's what I mean. I want somebody for each day.
Okay.
There you go, Veronica. What day you doing?
I don't know. Marie,
Veronica's
Well, pick
showing
one.
up. All right, Veronica, I'll message you. Let me start my list. I'll message you and we'll work out with your schedule which day works best.
sounds good.
Yay, I'm proud of you. Good job.
Marie, please.
What?
Never mind.
All right, Amber, what was
I'm
your
sorry.
question? Amber?
I didn't have a question. I was just saying that I had a girl join, and she said she signed up and she wasn't showing up. I didn't get an email. She wasn't showing up in my back office, and she said she didn't get an email either. So I contacted corporate, and they're like, we see her on here, but for whatever reason, her registration didn't complete. But they needed her to call. So she contacted them, and she said that for whatever reason, something messed up. They refunded her money, and they said she had to redo it. And now I have not heard from her. I've been messaging her, but she's not responding.
I have one like that too.
I'm like, what happened?
When Chelsea signed up today, it actually took a while for her to finally show up in my back office. But I got the email right away.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. They refunded her, and now she's not responding to me. So I don't know.
I wish they wouldn't have refunded her and they just would have fixed whatever was broken on the back end.
Yeah.
But listen, we get hung up on this one recruit thing. To get to Black status, you are going to have hundreds of recruits, you guys. Don't get caught. Like, you got to see the forest through the trees. Each and every one of these people is just going to add to the whole thing of your business, okay? Don't get caught up in the ones. We are doing a lot. To get to Black status, you're going to have to recruit hundreds. This isn't the first time you're going to have a technical difficulty. This isn't the first time Declan's going to play with your hair while you're on a video. Or is that even Declan? I can't tell. All I can see is a hand.
Jackson.
Oh, hi, Jackson.
Say hi. Stop it.
Yeah, so remember, all of these problems that you're having, everybody that's come before you has had them. And in order to get to the top, you have to be willing to go through them and realize in the grand scheme of things, these little problems are little problems. You're going to have a lot of little problems to get a big business. Mo money, mo problems. Jay-Z said it best, right? 99 problems, but a recruit ain't one. That's what we're focused on. The positive. I walk in my backyard and I say, abundance, I'm ready for you. Success, I'm ready for you. Joy, I'm ready for you. I am the kind of leader other leaders want to be led by, right? Find mantras that inspire you, but also attract what you're trying to grow. Focus on your vision. Maybe that person isn't designed to be in your life. Maybe they're too negative. Maybe they got personal problems. Maybe you never know why it's not working out, but it could be a saving grace. Like, they could have been the biggest nightmare you ever had when they signed up on your team. They could be drama filled, needy Nellies. Just because they didn't sign up doesn't mean that it wasn't actually for you. It actually could be saving you some stress and some struggle. Imagine if they were a drama queen. Imagine if they were the woe is me kind of person. Okay? The universe could be saving you from something that is not going to help you. Right? Just no does not mean a negative thing. No means it's not for you. Okay? So it just means that they weren't meant to be on my team. Not everybody is going to like my leadership style. Not everybody is going to love me, and I'm okay with that. I used to not be okay with that, but I'm okay with it now. Because I realize I'm serving more than me. I'm serving each and every one of you. And you love me, right? The people that are meant to be on your team will sign up. You
And
don't
they'll-
have to chase. You don't have to get greedy. You don't have to hound them. Weekly probably is normal, but don't stress out if the timing isn't right. Because some of you, I wish Holly was on this damn call because Holly waited 2 years to sign up. Okay? Everybody's on their own path. Everybody's on their own trajectory. And we try to force people into our timeline because of our goals. All right? If they don't sign up today, it's just because they're on their own path. Just like our kids. I can't control them. My job is not to make little mini me's. My job is to let them bloom and to be the people that they're going to be and support them as best as I can. I don't get to choose their life for them. I want to all the time, but it's not my life to live. Just like nobody could live my life for me. Same thing with your recruits. You can't force somebody to want this business. You can't force them to choose a better life. All you have to do is be resolved in knowing that what you're offering is a gift. That just like when you give your kids advice, you're trying to help them, just like offering the opportunity to people, you're trying to help them. Okay? It's all the same, really. Because honestly, I refer to myself as the mama bear a lot of times. I feel like the mama bear of the team. Like I'm trying to help everybody. You're all my kids, but I love you and I want the best for you. Does that make sense? Like, don't be careful about trying to impose your will on those around you. Because sometimes that drives them away faster than anything else, than a stinky fart. Okay. That was too far. Nobody wants to talk about stinky farts on the team call.
It was funny.
I have 5 boys. It didn't bother me at all.
All right, you guys. Does anybody else have any questions? Michaela, you cut your hair? Oh my God! Sorry, you guys. Squirrel, you cut off all of your hair.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
that?
thank you.
You look very Jada Pinkett Smith right now.
Well, kind of what I was going for. Kind of.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some people can pull it off well.
She's got the perfect shaped head, right?
She does.
I'd cry my eyes out.
It's the only reason he looks like his head.
Oh, my head's way too lumpy for something like that.
Oh, God, me too. Forget it. I'd look like a Q-tip top.
Could you imagine if I cut this? Whew. I'd need therapy for a very long time. Or a straight
it'd grow
jacket.
back. It would grow back. You'd be fine. All right, you guys. Anybody else speak now or forever hold your
Right.
mascara?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
It's not, so I was on my live today and I was talking about the foundation, and I actually had somebody tell me they have their own business, and she has a bunch of presenters on her page, and she not once ever heard anybody mention the foundation. It's not like bad that I like bring it up every live, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to make sure.
Well, it's sad that she's never heard anybody say that because I feel like it's one of the best things about this company.
That's what I said, and yeah, I just was amazed. I couldn't believe it. But
Yeah,
anyway,
no, it's not bad at all.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna get in trouble for overexposing or something.
I don't think there's a thing. I mean, if anybody's going to get in trouble for overexposing, it's Coca-Cola, because I watched TV for the first time in like a year and a half with my husband last night because it was date night and we're broke because we're saving for Orlando. So we were like, let's just watch cooking shows. I saw 5 Coca-Cola commercials in 1 hour.
Oh, goodness. All right.
I don't even drink soda. I quit sugar a while ago, so that was annoying. But it, you cannot overexpose.
But that's what I thought, and I thought actually it might be a good. My new thing is like, it's not just, oh, there's that makeup girl again, and I I just couldn't believe. She was like, I have so many unique presenters on my page. And she's like, not once have I heard about the foundation.
It means you're doing something different. You're going to speak to her in a new way and your audience.
Yeah, because she's a victim. Get her the information. So that made me feel good.
I'm glad it makes you feel good because it means your voice is being heard.
Yeah. I was like,
All right, you guys, it is 9:20. We are going to call this a wrap for the team call. You guys always know where to find me. Do not sit around with questions. If you have questions, reach out. Somebody is happy to help you always. I love you all. I want you to have a good night's sleep. And tomorrow, Friday, is going to be amazing. Go to sleep thinking about how amazing Friday will be. And it will be that amazing. I love you guys.
Love you.
Deuces!